Satan is a man, and a man is Satan. Yes, I said it.
Okay.
Guys,
wewe ni venye mwanaume anatreat wasichana akimen.
Sasa mimi
sisi nini na ninyi ndo mnatreat. Sasa unataka kuniondo anze kunitreat hivi venye namtreat.
No, nini?
Script gani? Unaona hapa script gani iko hapa? Mokaya script gani iko hapa?
Cause what do you mean? Yani kidogo ni block all men on my phone. Because what? Please. So
I want you to realize how most people reacting to these clips are actually taking it to be a form of reality.
A guy who is polyamorous is far more disciplined
than a monogamous guy.
Because the monogamous guy knows that he's not allowed to fuck other vaginas. So he's going to fuck as many as possible.
Hey.
Okay, that's true psychologically.
The strongest reactions are rarely about what people see in their screens. They are about what people think a certain story actually means. Because if you ask people about this film, The Polygamist, what does it actually mean? To some, it's a warning. To others, it's a fantasy. Ama criticism. Also, mi kwangu nazichukulia like it's a reflection of reality. Because this film has done what many writers would like their stories to do. It has placed a mirror in front of many people. And it's revealing our true character as a society. It's showing the divide that is in our culture right now between men and women. That divide is so massive. And that's what we're about to talk about. And welcome back manze to the RadaFiles. I am your host today. Allow me to be South African. Your friend. We say it is the bitter things in life that actually matter. So, on today's video, can you hear me at the back there? We good, ne? Aya. This story tunaanza like this. Remember guys, you can always support this channel. Buy a soda my guy. Usikunywe hapo soda ukinisikiza solo man. Acha tukunywe si wote manze. Buy me a soda, scan the QR code on your screen or link down in the description below. Without further ado tunaanza hivi.
Man is Satan. Yes, I said it. Satan is a man, and a man is Satan. Yes, I said it.
Okay.
Guys, I've just watched The Polygamist. And let me tell you guys, you need to be very careful, especially this week. Because personally, with 1,000 women, we feel like slapping every man that comes across us.
What? Come on.
Hey, I pity married women. Ay, Jesus.
Really?
You guys, how are you surviving in your marriage? How are you surviving in your marriage?
Tell us, ne?
Jonasi. And guys, let me tell you, every woman in her house has a Jonasi. No, nataka tu niwaambie ukweli. Every woman in their house who is married, your husband is Jonas. It's just that you've not discovered yet. Jonasi. Married to Jonasi. I'd rather stay single.
Venye naeza analyze this video, it's like our previous video where I talked about people are continuously becoming cynical about relationships, manze, in our modern culture. And we can see it is being influenced by what? By films. But do you really think it's the film influencing people to think like this? Or it's just giving them an audacity when they now think that they have a certain reference where they can go to and say, this guy did this. So probably anyone in a certain relationship is going to do the same things.
This ya wiki ya kukosana na mpoa wako. Wote watch The Polygamist. Saizi ukifanya makosa kidogo hivi. All men are the same. You polygamist bastard. Usikosana na yeye sai. Ngoja hata next week.
Kama kuna kitu yenye naweza sema ina reveal, it's revealing this ideology that most women have. They like flocking towards a certain ideology. Sahi they will all sympathize together like, oh, this man is terrible, oh, this aya. By the way, hata sijawaambia hii movie ni about nini. Unajua some of you might not have watched what the series is about, but let me give you a brief overview. So a man is married. This man is continuously cheating on his wife and making these other women he cheats with part of his wife, ama an additional wife. Venye as African communities we like polygamy. Unaelewa kweli? So there is this man, they are saying he's a polygamist because he's interacting with multiple women and then eventually making them a sort of wife. So these women already know each other, like they interact with each other and they know about that is ule ni demi ule mse, they know. It's not like they don't know, but it's being made to look like this guy is totally terrible. Acha nitaongelea hiyo hapo hivyo mwisho. Let's see another reaction, uone venye watu wanajireveal.
I have never seen someone as promiscuous with pathetic behaviors like this guy in this series. This guy is stressing me out.
Ala.
How can someone behave like that? Married women, if you're married, be careful. But you know what? At the end, he got what he was looking for. If you haven't watched this series, it's called The Polygamist. It's a South African series. Just run and watch it and be prepared. It can mentally ruin you. This guy has a pathetic behavior. Promiscuous. He sleeps with everything and everything.
I got him.
I'm wondering if in real life there are people who behave like this.
Do you know why most of these clips, they are about women crashing out about this main character called Jonasi? Do you know why? It's because they are recognizing something inside of them and they realize some of these behaviors being depicted in this film, they actually portray them in real life. So what do? They eventually make this guy the villain. They forget that all these women this guy was interacting with, they all knew and they wanted one thing in common: his resources. Hiyo ndio kitu yenye moja hawataki ku make these women accountable. They knew this guy is flawed because he's always following his emotions, but they also knew that this guy has a certain kind of wealth. He's a powerful man. He's going to drastically change my life. Despite the very big red flag yenye inawashtua, they all chose to fight for this man or interact with this man and even try to bring down other women. God damn it. Most women are crashing out because they see themselves in these kinds of situations. And the best thing yenye menibamba, hebu kwanza tuwe tujionee walai.
Unalia nini?
Ati nalia nini? Wewe ni venye mwanaume anatreat wasichana. Aki men.
Sasa mimi sisi
nini na ninyi ndo mnatreat. Sasa unataka kuniondo uanze kunitreat hivi venye namtreat.
No, hii nini?
Script gani? Unaona hapa script gani iko hapa? Mokaya script gani iko hapa?
Si ni movie.
Aki men.
What the fuck?
Hey, this guy Jonas is a genius bana.
What do you mean he's a genius? Huyu mtu ni genius kwako Mokaya? Seriously?
You
think it's a joke?
Like scriptwriter.
Wow, dunia simama nishuke.
Scriptwriter ndio anaka.
Wow, scriptwriter.
Nini kali sana.
Mimi nakuacha acha nikwambie. Unaona pia mimi Alisha nini is my genius. Acha ikuwe hivyo.
Yo. Hapo sasa tunaenda overboard. How can Alisha Kanini be equated to a certain movie? Juu Alisha Kanini is doing it in real life. She's actually living her own life. This is just a script people acted, even though our pia ni actors, they are just acting. But to drive my point home, you can see how most people are behaving juu hii ni kitu yenye si wote tuna observe huku hivi kwa street.
Mimi naenda.
No, come on.
Kana wewe jinyata.
Come on. No.
Mimi nimeenda.
No, relax. Sasa hii ndio Netflix and chill.
Seriously mokaya ndio mtu mwenye unaita genius kusema.
Can you chill out please?
I can't chill out. Ulianza na Egonga. Sasa hii ni usiji Jonas manana sijui nani.
It was just a compliment, like come on.
Compliment.
And I told you nikakwambia kuja to watch World Cup. Sasa angalia tutasha watch, angalia ushaanza kusema you want to break down.
Nataka fia niende kwetu. Nataka fia niende kwetu.
Roisambu si mahali mtu anaweza tembea. Si utembea.
All of a sudden ulikuwa umekasirika. Where were you rushing to? God damn.
Roisambu bana.
Mimi nitembea di Roisambu. Unita kwako nitembea di Roisambu. Mimi nataka fia niende kwetu.
Hebu nisaidie na neti, nipe na neti kutoka hapo.
Neti kutoka wapi?
Si ni Roisambu.
We, hakuna neti nakupatia. Baki na ujo na yako na genius wako kupatia 980.
Unajifanya hapa na World Cup iko bana. Una vitu zaidi tuna watch video.
Hey, goddamn man. Hata tujitoka hiyo story for a minute man. Nimepata trauma manze nikiona game ya Senegal versus France. After minute 60 manze ndio kumekuwa kubaya. Hiyo time yote nilikuwa tu nimekaza haga walai. But after hii minute 60 mi hata sijui tulifikaje manze 3-1. Ati mtu anafunga kidogo Mbappe anaambia watu tulia Mbappe ndo huyo amepiga long shot hadi ndani. Niko like god damn. Anyway, let's get back manze to topic. I digress.
The Polygamist on Netflix. Hear me out. The Polygamist on Netflix. Come on, Georgie series. Please make an effort to go watch it. Because I am traumatized. What do you mean? Especially if you've ever dealt with a cheating partner, ama you're dealing with a cheating partner. I don't care whether they're cheating on you, ama they're cheating with you. And you watch. Because what do you mean? Yani kidogo ni block all men on my phone. Because what? Please. So
I want you to realize how most people reacting to these clips are actually taking it to be a form of reality. Na ndio kwa maana mimi nikianza nimekushow. To me, hii kitu ina reveal watu wengi sana because people are going to be shocked by whatever is happening in these clips if they are moving in these kinds of ways. Well, if you're not moving in these kinds of ways, for some people hapa hivi unaweza kaa hivi jiambie huyo Jonas manzeni mjanja my guy. How are you doing this? But that means you're being driven by one thing yenye tunasemanga kwa hii channel. It's not the thing that you should allow to drive you manze as a man. Being driven by emotions, being driven by feelings, being driven by lusts. Tunasemanga you can feel all the desires you want, but it doesn't mean that all desires should actually be acted upon. Hiyo ndio kenye ina differentiating manze a strong man to a weak man, because a strong man has learned restraint. Because is it because tena zinakuwa mingi? If you think about it, all those women wenye walikuwa na deal na umse kwa hiyo clip, na nishasema it's because they saw that flaw and they realized they can use that flaw to get resources out of this man and create a better life for themselves. Butu ende next tujue.
What I've noticed with a lot of humans is when you give them a lot of freedom, that discipline you're talking about, it comes in. A guy who is polyamorous is far more disciplined
than a monogamous guy.
Because the monogamous guy knows that he's not allowed to fuck other vaginas. So he's going to fuck as many as possible.
Okay, that's true psychologically. I can see that how that
No, I met a guy who told me he went on some work thing in LD and he lives in Machakos. This is how he described. He said, Madhaka, because you know me, I'm a married man. I decided to drive, not fly. Why? Purposely. From LD, I drove to Nakuru. I concocted, I was doing business in Nakuru. Hakuna biashara. There's a chick I was doing there. From Nakuru, I concocted another story that I had to stop over at Narok. There was another chick there.
God
then
damn.
we came to the one in Nairobi. So by the time he got to Machakos, there was another one in Athi River.
Eh.
Now he can behave for the next 2-3 months as a monogamous.
He's had enough.
Yes.
Enough.
Until his quest
Comes back.
Yes. When he's sent to Mombasa, now he'll deal with Mombasa. You see? Yet a guy who's polyamorous would have driven straight from LD to his home in Machakos without having
And they're funny what he was wanted.
Why? Because his monogamous life already avails for him the kind of sex he wants. So he's not in a rush for it. But the guy in monogamy, he feels trapped. So he has to have it when he has the avenue. Because once he goes home, he then has to play another part of being monogamous.
I always think about history of polygamy, monogamy like this. If you look at our past as Africans, I doubt we actually lived in monogamous situations. These were brought to us by the colonialists. Wacha tu niseme, nilikuwa na contemplate kama ndasema ama tasema. It was brought to us by the colonialists, my guy, and they programmed us because they know for us we live in a certain kind of way. Na hizi vitu zingine zenye zilitolewa kwetu ndio vitu zenye hadi saa hii zinatufanya tuko shackled manze. This being one of them. The other one is our spirituality was taken away from us. Na your spirituality, it usually accommodated these forms of relationships. When people got into these kinds of relationships, they were advised as to how a polygamy should actually run, my guy. Polygamy, si ati unaweza enda tu kule anyone. You have to officiate these things. You have to bring somebody to the fold. You have to, ni kama venye, when you have a new puppy or a new dog, you have to like train your other dogs to interact with it and see if they are actually fighting for dominance or wako tu sawa, they are aware. Like, it was things like that. And you can see this guy hapo hivyo kwa DWJ aki-explain. Whenever umekaziwa kitu, whenever you are told no, that's when we want to do the thing over and over again. At least hiyo ni kitu yenye mimi naweza kubali. And the moment you feel like you are being constricted as a grown up, your rebelliousness inatokanga nje. And what do you always want to do? Utajisambaratisha. And hiyo behavior yenye ame explain hapo hivyo ndio unapatanga when people get in relationships, they no longer feel attracted to their partner. Why? Because all they bring to their partner is their tired side. That part of them that is full of desire, ameshaenda akaimwaga huku hivi nje. When they come back home, wanashangaa, mbona marriage yangu manze I feel entertaining? Why is my relationship not fulfilling? It's because of their emotional driven choices in life. Mimi naweza zita tu hivyo.
You meet Mzungu today, he's married to somebody, the next time he's coming with somebody else. Then you find that because my wife became friends of their wives, you find that when you host them all together. So one time, I asked a couple, there were, I think, about 3 or 4 couples, and they were all separate, but some had been intermarried. I asked them, okay, so you people laugh at Africans, right? That we get 2 or 3 wives. Okay? And you call us promiscuous, polygamous, and all those things. Okay, so tell me here, because now one of the fellows had been married 3 times. He was now there with his 3rd wife, but his first wife was there. I said, so now you divorce because you fall in love with a new girl. So you leave your first wife who is here to go on with the children and you pay. Then another one. Now there is a 3rd one. I want to ask the women, what do you prefer? To be sincere, would you have preferred to be under one home, under this man, or just keep changing your children to different homes? And do you know what they said? They said, actually, Africans were wiser than us. This divorce thing has such social impacts on us personally and our children.
God damn! Sasa mwanaume venye anafikiria walai. Anyway, kejeneza dai kuongeza kwa hiyo situation. Fuck, nimeongea ka lost. Nilikuwa nasema nini? Nimekumbuka. Why do you think these ideologies of divorce and people to get married as monogamous situations, why do you think they exist? Do you think they exist to serve you as a person, or are they serving the institution called the government, the institution called the church? Who do you think they benefit? And is it wise to put these institutions between you and your partner and allow them to mediate if you are truly capable of commitment, or amwezani? Kujeni mtupatie pesa yenyu mkidivorce, kujeni mtupatie pesa yenyu mkioana, na mkaange hivyo mkijua you are under a certain leash. What do you guys think? At least me, that's how I think about this situation yote. And to get back manze to Kenya tulikuwa tunatoka about,
I will not be peer pressured into watching Polygamists. I will not. You started with the Squid Game. We did not react. You went ahead, Money Heist. We did not react. Black Beauty is doing black. We did not react. Now it's Polygamist. We know your boyfriend is cheating. You have to accept it. You do not have to. You do not need a series to prove your point. You're cheating. Your baby is cheating on you. I will not be peer pressured.
Hey, that's a crazy laugh.
I will not board. I will watch 2 years later. Hey, let us breathe. Polygamist. Hey, mbano.
Manze kwa hii point, you might realize that a lot of Africans were not actually supporting the South African team hapa hivi kwa World Cup, and who knows, maybe this might be a PR. Watu waanze kuwa influenced towards liking South African things ama anyway. Hiyo ni a conspiratorial thoughts. What I want to say finally about this situation yote ni, it has clearly shown us that when people look at certain things, when they listen to certain things, we don't all see the same meaning. We all either pick and choose ama nilisema manze kwa hiyo clip ya nini nilikuwa naongelea about cynicism. We have a stained glass window and everyone is observing it from that perspective. Otherwise, let me know what you guys think about this story yote ya the Polygamist and how it's shaping our society. Is Jonasi a character you would actually emulate, or is he a warning? Umeshajua where the sun is, and as Icarus you will not fly so close to the sun. Kwa heri my guy, remember you can always buy me a soda manze for more topics like this one. Ama namna gani? YouTube thinks you might be interested in the video on your screen at the moment. Click on that video. I'm waiting to see you on the next one.